In this video, we're going to count down the 5 most interesting teams of 2024. Not the best teams by any means, but teams that brought something unique or surprising this season. Number 5, the Mets.
Please welcome the one, the only, Grimace.
The Mets have played at a 600 clip since Grimace threw out the first pitch on June 12th. The Grimace Era, in addition to infielder Jose Iglesias scoring a #1 Latin pop hit with his song OMG,
I love you all, let's go New York Mets!
has made this one of the most fun Mets teams in recent memory. If they make it to the division series and have some home games, it would be cool if they booked the cover band Max Sabbath to sing the anthem.
How's one going to cry? Oh, my stomach is well alive.
4, the Padres. AJ Preller has always had an all-gas, no-breaks approach to team building, and it worked out this season as they won the top wild card with an "it's turtles all the way down" approach to shortstops. The Padres' opening day lineup was Xander Bogaerts, a shortstop playing second base, Fernando Tatis, a shortstop playing right field, Jake Cronenworth, a shortstop playing first base, Manny Machado, a shortstop DHing, Ha-Sung Kim, a shortstop playing shortstop, Jurickson Profar, a shortstop playing left field. Then you've got Camposano here, who is actually a catcher. But then Tyler Wade, a shortstop playing third, and finally Jackson Merrill, a shortstop playing center field. Must be a sinking feeling for a prospect to be a non-shortstop in the Padres system.
Well, all I hear all day long at camp is how great shortstops are at this or how wonderful shortstops do that. Shortstops, shortstops, shortstops!
Preller would trade for Luis Arraez early in the year to remove the weak-hitting wave from the lineup, and then Kim would unfortunately get injured, leading the team to start a paltry 6 shortstops in their first playoff game. Surprisingly enough, this approach did not lead the Padres to being particularly good defensively. Would probably be better with a few more shortstops. 3, the White Sox. Everybody knows the White Sox have been awful, the most losses ever, but I actually think that not enough has been made about how bad they were, historically speaking. Beating out the 1962 Mets for futility is really shocking. The 62 Mets for so long were the symbol of ineptitude in baseball, but they were an expansion team in its first season. The White Sox have been around since 1901. I don't think these White Sox will be remembered in a similar way to the Mets, though. The 62 Mets had a lovable loser mentality, and players like Marvelous Marv Throneberry, who became a folk hero and beer spokesman due to his jovial demeanor and lackadaisical playing style. I don't think Sox fans will be able to look back on this season and laugh.
Better figure out. Oh no! Oh my goodness, the White Sox have just gone full White Sox.
The Tigers. The Tigers were sellers at the deadline, dealing starter Jack Flaherty as well as Mark Canha, Andrew Chafin, and Carson Kelly. And then they went 34-19 and snuck into the playoffs. One of the key components of their comeback was an elite and deep bullpen. Brant Herter, Tyler Holton, Brennan Hanafy, Bo Brisky, Sean Gunther, Will Vest, and Jason Foley have been lights out. So much so that the Tigers have skipped the starting pitcher altogether in Game 2 of the wildcard round and pitched a bullpen game, something they've been doing all year.
Where we're going, we don't need starters.
We'll see how it works for them in the postseason, but an elite bullpen can carry an underdog in the playoffs. See the 2014 Royals. Speaking of the Royals, this was one of the best last place to first place transformations ever. They went from 56-106 in 2023 to 86-76 and the second wild card this year. How did this happen? Well, obviously Bobby Witt Jr. became the elite superstar we've all been expecting, putting up 9.4 WAR. But gotta give a lot of credit to the Royals front office. JJ Picollo has worked some GM magic for this team, starting with his signing of Aroldis Chapman on a 1-year deal in 2023, who he would then flip at the deadline for Cole Ragans, who has turned into one of the best starters in baseball. Then he signed Seth Lugo and Michael Wacha to free agent deals in the offseason to shore up the pitching staff. Then, when their rebuilt bullpen proved to be less than ideal, he went out midseason and got closer Lucas Urseg, who has yet to allow a home run as a Royal and has a FIP of 1.17. The other big reason this turnaround happened, well, they got to play the White Sox 13 times. So there you go. I'm sure there's plenty of other teams you could make a case for on this list, so let us know in the comments who we missed.